Average Joe's Cryptos, the most dangerous cryptocurrency podcast on this side of the Mississippi.
Welcome back to Average Joe's Cryptos. This is episode 8. I'm Trey, aka the Bitcoin bad boy. The nickname's back because someone called me that on Twitter, and that made me feel awesome, dude. I'll say
Was
that.
it still
right
that one
now.
guy?
That one
No,
guy?
that was Jack
it was,
Petz, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Jack Petz.
Sick.
Friend of the program, to be honest. I'll
Yeah.
say it because he's the first person to tweet something like that. And so he's a friend of the program. That's awesome. If you want to come on, Jack, let us know. We'll see if we can work it out. I'm not going to give you any promises.
He's very below average Joe right now. I literally just explained to him what Bitcoin was Friday, so he's learning.
That's awesome. But
Yeah.
before he knew what Bitcoin was, he knew what the Bitcoin bad boy was. And that's what we're really all about, just stroking our own egos. And with that, that's Jace right there, the egomaniac himself. What's going on, dude?
See, you always ask me that. I just want to know what's going on with you. Like, and you're like, that's what I think we hold off a little bit too much on is just like what's going on in our life.
Yeah.
I think maybe the people want to know that.
Uh-huh.
So what are you doing right now?
Hanging out.
What were you doing before this?
Hanging out, dude. Big hangout guy.
Hey, I know what you're doing after this. Tell me.
Yeah, I got reservations at 8:45 for the rooftop, baby. Yeah, that Bitcoin money's coming on in. Because you know what? You know who's back, Jace? Who's back of the week? Bitcoin.
Ooh, it feels so good. It's been, I'm not saying we're fully back, but we're definitely half back.
Half
the
back,
40K felt good. It's been a grind of a month. Like I said, we probably made this podcast at the worst time possible. It's literally just been down. I think first week it's been up, and then after that, it's just been straight down. So it was good this week to get over 40K finally, because we've literally just been testing 39 and then bouncing back down. I'm not saying we're going to not test down again, because I think we could, but I think we're on the right path for sure going forward, because we kind of broke out of our descending channel. You kind of a big halfway TA guy now.
I was gonna say, you think the markets got low T still? Like, you think they need like a little testosterone replacement therapy to get juice back up, or do you think we're like in the early stages of replacing it, and like we're about to get some long cardio sessions and feeling good, eating rice and chicken like we should? Like, what do you think the market's like endocrine breakdown is?
Okay, so I think Bitcoin's definitely on the right path. I think it's been taking its supplements. I think it's been getting good sleep. I think it's definitely been pounding the creatine. I think Bitcoin is on the right path, and I think it's definitely through its loading phase of creatine. So, and it's starting to hit that. It's about 2 weeks away, I think, from really peaking, getting back to where we need to be. Altcoins will be slow behind, I think. That Bitcoin dominance is going to go up, but the altcoins will be slow behind. But I think we are definitely on the right path at this point. 95% sure we're hitting new all-time highs in June or July. So,
wow, that was a big prediction. Actually, you just kind of slipped that in there like it was like nothing. You just gave a 95% that it's gonna hit new all-time highs. That's crazy. So that means I'm gonna have to open up my pocketbook, I guess, huh? Might as well get in now. I mean, if we're gonna hit an all-time high, why would I not invest now?
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing we were talking about last night. I texted you. I kind of had an epiphany, like, if we really do believe in Bitcoin, then why are we not happy that it's staying down low? So like every paycheck, we're just putting more in. Like, why would we want it to go to 100,000 right now while we don't have money? Shouldn't we want it to stay down? Shouldn't we want it to stay down so we can just keep buying it up?
I think that goes like into the emotional side of investing, like whether it be crypto or anything. It's like you put money in and you immediately want to see like new money in your account. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, people don't have that same feeling with a savings account, which is kind of weird, because it's like you put your money in your savings account and there's no expectation. There's no chance you're making any cheddar off of that just sitting there. So you're perfectly fine with it just being put 100 in. Oh, I took a peek, still 100. You know what I mean? But like you look at the markets and there's such a high potential, like potentially infinite, I guess. Like, I don't know if that's actually true, but I mean, you would think the market's potentially infinite. So you're like, oh man, I'm only up $5, dude. I thought I was gonna be rich by tomorrow. So that's that's a weird emotional game with investing. Hard to overcome, but you are right. Like, it's like we probably want it to be. Honestly, Bitcoin got down to like $500 a coin again somehow and just crashed. That would kind of be a sweet deal. That'd be a bargain, dude. So
because I think the fundamentals of Bitcoin are still there. It's just like people got scared and sold. So that's just why it dropped. This was a lot. This was for later. But since you brought up savings account, I'm just going to go into it right now.
All right, get into it.
First
get down
off,
and dirty.
First off, savings accounts. I actually lose money because for some reason I get random service fees every like 2 months for no reason because I'm like
you got to read the
transferring.
fine print.
Yeah, I'm transferring money to my checking and savings.
Right,
and,
I got a checking and a savings.
Yeah.
Right now my money's in the savings. So
when I transfer checking to savings, they don't like that. They want to hold that money how they want it. And so they give me the good little $10 service charge. And that does not balance out with my 0.01% APY that I get. So I'm actually losing money in my savings account, to be honest.
Jeez.
So, and we're going to get back. So my point was inflation. Inflation should be the number one reason everyone should believe Bitcoin is going to hit a new all-time high this year. And I'm not saying we're not going to have a bear market, but and going forward. I heard a crazy stat the other day that blew my mind. You can have your thoughts on it too after I say it.
Okay.
25% of the dollar bills, like if you see a dollar bill just floating around, there's a 25% chance that dollar bill has been printed in the last year. There's 25% of the money circulating in the US right now has been printed in the last year.
25% chance if I see a dollar that it was printed in the last year. So that means if I have $100 in ones, 25 of those should be a 2021 bill.
Yeah.
No way, dude. No way.
So that was just a reason. That was just a way to show, but probably not dollar bills because people aren't actually putting them. Hey, here's a dollar bill. They're pumping it into like the stock market. So it's not actually going into like dollar bills probably, but like 25% of the currency of US dollars were printed in the last year. So 2020 or 2021. So my point is, inflation is at an all-time high right now. It's higher than it was in 2008, which is obviously when the stock market crashed, when the housing market crashed. I don't know if you're anyone's into the housing market. Housing prices are up like $100,000, $200,000, wherever you live. Like it's insane. Like how much
it's blowing my mind. I have one friend, Jack, who he bought a house now with all this going on. Then just a few people I know looking for houses. If you want to buy a house right now, you literally have to offer like 30 grand above asking. Like it's insane, dude. I remember when my parents got a new house and it was like, they asked like 20 grand below and the person was like, oh, I don't know. And they're like, all right, we'll give you 15 grand below. And they're like, that's a good deal. We'll take it, or something like that. I don't know what the actual numbers were, but now it's literally like, there's like 10 bids on one house. You have to be like 30 grand above to get it. Like, I don't know. That's insane, dude. I'm just trying to move into a van, to be honest with you. Like, what are we doing here?
He's not lying.
I'm not lying, dude. What are we talking about? Moving into houses, dude.
You're really ahead of the game. Like housing market's going crazy. Buy a van. Car market's not going that crazy.
No way, dude. Right, car market's right where we need it. I got Carfax, baby.
Hey, and then you drive that van around for a couple years, that housing market tanks. That's when you sweep up the house.
Yep. I come in just just eating up them mortgages, dude. Just like in 2008.
Sadly, a lot of people are going to lose their homes, but Trey will buy those houses.
Yeah, dude. Listen, if anybody's seen The Big Short, that breaks down the whole situation going on. It's kind of like a historical, fictitious account of that. I'm basically going to be, I think it was Brad Pitt in that movie where Brad Pitt comes in and he's like breaking it all down to him, and the two young guys are all excited about it, and he's like, What are you happy about? Yeah, we're going to be rich. You know how many people's lives are going to be ruined? That's me. I'm bummed that all you guys' lives are going to be ruined. It sucks, man. Oh, man. But I got to gobble it up. Daddy's got to eat, Daddy's been living in a van. So now
it's his time.
Now it's my time. I got to eat it up. I'm finally going to have 4 walls around me, maybe more, because I'm probably going to buy one with a lot of rooms. No, I'm just kidding. We kind of started out chaotic there, dude. Just coming in hot. You were asking me what I was doing. I don't like sharing my freaking business with the people, dude. I've just been hanging out. Simple as that. So let's just lay out a couple more things we're going to talk about on here, all right? We're going to talk about Central South America and South America, just to clarify. Africa, volcanoes. We're talking about pie, not the kind you're going to eat, and not 3.14. That's it. Now, if you don't know already which one we are going to be talking about, then you're in for a big surprise. We might touch on Elisabeth Warren a little bit. Got some things to say about her. Jason's talking a little bit about inflation. Maybe we'll circle back. Something about Bitcoin, some more Bitcoin stuff, and then we're going into our picks. Okay. So we got.
Trey does have to make his reservation, so we're gonna get through it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good too, though.
We might speed run this podcast because I do have to make that reservation.
He's been waiting for a while for this one.
Yeah, it's on a rooftop. I'll just say that it's overlooking the Ozarks. It's beautiful. What can I say? They got my name down. It just says Bitcoin Bad Boy on it. I'm gonna walk in. It's gonna be probably a scene. I don't know, but. So what's going on with Central America, South America, and Africa?
We're kind of late. Last week we did talk about El Salvador, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The first country to adopt it. Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. So they did that. And actually, I think when we talked about it, they hadn't actually made it. They hadn't made it through Congress yet, but I was pretty confident it would. And like the next day, I think it did. So it became like 100% fact. Like places like there's pictures now, like Bitcoiners are going down there. Like I think if you own 3 Bitcoin, you can become a legal resident.
Wow.
Of El Salvador. Yeah. And
that's just a random rule.
Yeah. The president's like pumping it up, like their housing market, like how nice their like ocean views are, like cheap housing, not income tax, where you live,
property tax?
Real estate property tax. Yes. No property tax. There's a lot of cool things like the president's trying to pump up the economy. El Salvador's not the best place right now. I'll admit it. So like, but he's definitely trying to do his best.
Dude, anytime you have that many incentives to move there, like maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not.
He's trying.
Yeah. He's trying his best, but
okay. So from there, I think I can't name them all right now, but there's, I know like Nigeria is way ahead of the curve. They've been using it for a while now, but they're definitely taking more steps. So for Africa, Ethiopia is, Mexico has a couple like congressmen in Mexico have put laser eyes on their Twitter.
Wow.
Paraguay, Panama. There's a ton of.
I'm anti laser eyes. I'll just say it. I think,
why? Because when they did it, it went down.
Yeah, dude. Everything was going good until everyone started bragging about their laser eyes, and then it like all flipped.
I wouldn't say everything was going good.
Oh, it was going on.
We were still below 40K.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give a quick story, not to get because I got to make my reservation, so I can't get too deep into it. But listen, this is a fact for anyone listening. You can fact check me. But when ice cream sales go up, so do the amount of people that drown to death. Okay. And people started putting laser eyes, and then Bitcoin started crashing a little harder. Mm-hmm. That's a direct correlation. That means it's a fact.
I will say that one, like you could say that one makes a lot more sense than the ice cream one, but that one doesn't really make sense.
So? The ice cream one?
The laser eyes definitely could like, I don't know why it would go down when like more countries are trying to adopt it. I would probably just say like the whales just doing their own thing like they always do, but
yeah,
like last ditch effort, like they're kind of like crap. These countries are legit doing this, so they just start selling to try and scare everyone.
Oh, so you think the laser eyes actually makes the whales just dump? Huh?
I think
that's crazy. Just to explain to everyone, I guess, so people don't actually look into it and then realize I'm an idiot. Is the reason the ice cream and what people drowning is correlated is because when the temperature goes up, both of those things also increase. So it's not actually direct correlation.
So it's like indirectly correlated.
Yeah, but
nice.
Yeah, dude.
A little stats class sort of for you,
man. Just a analytics minor, But yeah, I do think screw the laser eyes. I'm never going laser eyes. I'm gonna figure out something else to do. I might do like I don't know, maybe we could like post profile pictures where we have like our like hand in it or like our arm in it some way, and we just put like a Bitcoin watch or something on. Like we'll be like the watch boys. Like we're on like, oh, that's a perfect thing for the whale watch to do. Like the whale watchers to do some secret little watch logo. I don't know. That would be sick. But
I mean, we could also just do the Infinity Gauntlet. I feel like we've kind of taken that a little bit with the run.
Yeah.
Too mainstream.
Too Marvel for me.
Yeah.
I know I talked about it, but I'm not gonna edit that onto a photo of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Well, I mean, we'll workshop it. It was a good idea, dude. But like, honestly, no.
Okay. We'll think about
it. Yeah. All right. So, are there any volcanoes in these cities or no, or in these places?
Yeah, especially in El Salvador. They're so the big thing, I know we've talked about it a ton. I don't even want to bring up Elon Musk on this podcast anymore, but he did say he was all big on the renewable energy. He said we weren't to anti-renewable energy. Bitcoin was using all this energy. So, and actually it uses way more renewable energy than he even said. He was just being a little idiot. But so El Salvador comes back and they say, fine, we'll up your ante, Elon, and we're going to mine all of our Bitcoin using volcanic renewable energy. So like, don't ask me, like, I know it's like from the, like, so like, you know how at like Old Faithful, like at Yellowstone, like the geysers kind of like shoot out.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that. I think, yeah, it's kind of like that. And they're using that energy somehow to run the panels. I don't know a lot of specifics. Yes. And mainly steam, I think.
Going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's 100% renewable though. So
how is it compared to solar?
Like effective wise?
I don't know.
Is
it good? Is it?
I mean, it's renewable either way. I don't think it matters which one, does it?
I have no idea.
As long as
I just want to know, dude, because I'm a huge solar guy myself. I always keep some solar on deck. Like, I don't know if you are or not, but I mean, I might be sitting 6 feet from 200 watts of solar right now, dude. I'm the biggest renewable energy guy on the podcast market. How many people you know could just bust out solar panels in the middle of a podcast, dude?
Not that many. No one's ever done it on a podcast I listen to.
Exactly, dude. I might be the like number one authentic source. Just hold up one second for anyone listening. I'm gonna go grab some solar panels and show them on screen. But if you're just listening, like riding in your car, then I apologize. This probably won't be that fun for you to watch.
He's actually doing it, I think.
Here we go, baby.
He's doing it.
Fill in the box.
Where'd you get him?
Richsolar.com.
Dang.
Yeah.
You're putting them on your van, aren't you?
I am. I'm putting them on the tippity top of my van. That puppy's going to be a renewable energy machine. And I don't know a lot of the stats about like carbon emissions and stuff from a van, but at least I'm doing kind of my part by making it renewable on top at least. But you know,
what are you running with it? Oh, he's gone. What are you powering? What are you powering with those boys?
Just some 12-volt lights. Man, you know, the podcast setup. I might just start doing podcasts from the road. We might take Average Joe's Cryptos on the road, dude. I might be doing it from the back of a van. That would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, Busting with the Boys would not be happy with us because they're already mad that other people are doing that. But
they didn't even do it first.
Who did it?
Steve-O. Steve-O did a podcast in his van a long time ago.
Like one or multiple?
No. It was called Steve-O's Wild Ride because he would ride around. He started it out. He put like the mic on a suction cup on the window and he would drive people around in his van and do a podcast that way. And then he realized it was super dangerous because if they got into a wreck, it would literally just like stab them. So now he does it in the back. But yeah. So tell Bussin' with the Boys to get outside of their own little bias circle, and that people have had that idea for a long time. How about that?
Well, they were actually copied PMT anyway, because PMT did the Grit Week in the van.
Yeah.
Danny Woodhead, or the Woodhead van, or whatever it's called. So
yeah, Vanny Woodhead.
Yeah, they weren't actually first.
Barstool Van Talk.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So Elon, how about that? I got something for Elon. That's a fart noise, dude. This guy doesn't know what's going on.
We should just not talk about him anymore.
You think
he's hard not to talk about because he's like does stupid stuff that's like you kind of need to talk about it because it's kind of big news. But
yeah, we'll if to everyone listening, we'll try to avoid talking about Elon from now on because that is a real thing, dude. For some reason, like Elon's tweets should not affect the market. It's just like we just value him when we shouldn't. Like, and I mean, I'm saying like we as in like recreational what's the word? I'm missing the word.
Retail.
Retail investors, just like for some reason we let it impact us, whether it be a whale that starts it and then we follow the trend or not. But yeah, so quit listening to Elon. We'll try to quit talking about him. You know, it's hard not to though. We'll switch back and talk more about Billy Gates and Warren Buffett, those old dorks. You know who else we can talk about? Elizabeth Warren. How about that? How about we talk about her right now?
Yeah, you sent me that, so you can hit on it.
I mean, basically all I have to say is like, I don't know if you guys have seen this video of Elizabeth Warren talking about Bitcoin, but it was the most like out of touch, like boomer talking about Bitcoin, even though they have no idea what crypto is or what Bitcoin is. She was just saying words. Like she wasn't saying anything. She just made noises for like a minute and a half on a video when the Senate was like talking about all this stuff, just talking about needing regulations put on Bitcoin, all this stuff, essentially making it like a centralized currency, like to some degree. Not saying that's actually what she was doing, because all I did was watch like a 1 minute video. So I didn't actually go watch some major Senate like stuff or whatever. But major takeaway from Elisabeth Warren and that video I saw on Instagram or whatever was, holy cow, Elisabeth Warren, maybe don't talk about crypto if you have no idea. Like, I'm sure someone just told her like, hey, here's your stance on this. Like, you need to do a few like media things, but it was bad. Like, she didn't sound like, none of it made sense. Did it like make sense to you at all? Like the stuff she was saying? Like,
no, it'd be like your great grandma, like storming into your house and just trying to like explain to you how like airdrop works. And like not having any idea and just saying like complete rubbish about thinking they know, like, because they heard about it one time and they don't like it. So they're just bashing it. Like airdrops dangerous for all these reasons.
Yeah.
Like,
dude. Or like, I don't know. That's a good example. It's literally just like some concept that I almost even feel like airdrop might have a better chance of someone's great grandma out there understanding it better than Elisabeth Warren understood Bitcoin. Like, it was like so bad. Like, it was literally just like, so this is all, I don't even know how to give an example of the stuff she was saying. Cause it was just, she just made noises for a little while and talked about how we need to regulate it. And then like how it was really bad for some reason. And then she just stood there. So
we don't have political sides. Trump said something too, like 2 weeks ago, that was completely stupid too. He's just, obviously he's an old money, like stock market, real estate guy. So he was just like, I'm pretty sure it's just a scam. Like he literally just, all he said was kind of like, it's a scam. And like, we should probably avoid it. Like at this point, like, and I hate how people use it and think like this is for criminals. And like, this is how drug dealers buy. Like you can literally use US dollars. A US dollar is more less traceable than a Bitcoin. Like it's on the blockchain network. So you technically could trace it.
It's a full ledger. Like every transaction ever that happens is on the ledger, right? Yeah. So it's like, it's the ultimate, I know. And I think, maybe it is still like good to use if you're into some like black market stuff, you know, it probably is still good to use somehow. I don't really know how, but I almost feel like that was like one of the early stereotypes of Bitcoin. It was just like, oh, this is for criminals, you know, it's like decentralized. And now like boomer people like Elisabeth Warren and like Trump are like catching up, and now they're still on the tail end of like,
they're like 2013, like Bitcoin.
The Russian mob is using Bitcoin to sell drugs and stuff. It's like, dude, you could literally go look at every transaction ever and know where it's at. So probably not a great idea, but so yeah, that's a little Elisabeth Warren talk and a little Trump talk sneaked in there. Our political affiliation is we're down with the coin, baby. If we like the coin, we like it. If we don't, we don't. Simple as that. So not to get political on you guys, but
one thing I'm going to hit on quickly since we are running out of time is I got asked about the pie, and Trey sent me this. I don't know, what was it, January, maybe? I don't know, December.
We're early adopters. Simple as
we're
that.
Pretty early with pie. It's like it's a early, I think it's in like stage 2 or 3.
We got it in like early beta.
Yeah, but now it's in maybe stage 2 of becoming a crypto. It's kind of weird. A lot of people, Trey sent it to me, and it was seemed pretty legit because you can only mine it if you get invited by someone. It's kind of getting built up right now. I'm going to be honest, it's hard to kind of find legit information on it online, like on the line, because
have you tried
just not a lot of. I haven't tried I haven't went to the local library yet.
You haven't been to the public library?
No, but I would feel like that's where Warren would be, so I'm not going to go there.
No, dude, I support the public library. Number 1 place I get my information, YouTube. Number 2 place, the public library.
I don't know. I just feel like that's old money. Like Billy and Warren used to go to the public library. So I'm going to try and stay away.
Yeah. You know how sick it feels though, to just go into a library with like a mission to be like, today I'm going to uncover some truth. And you're just looking through books. That's hardcore.
Yeah, it is. I haven't been to the public library in a long time. I've been to the university library, but
Dude, our university library took all the books out. I don't know why, but like as like my senior year, yeah, they're taking all the books out. Like I think they were gonna remodel it, but I heard someone just say they were just gonna keep the books out, dude. Like it's just, I mean, it kind of makes sense. What do we need a library for at this point? Like everything's digitized. But yeah, man, that's actually awesome. I'm gonna do that more often. Like I think we should just start, and maybe this is a video we should make or something where it's just like library adventures, and you go in with the plan of like, I want to understand fire salamanders very well. I have 3 hours and I'm going to dive deep into the public library and I want to come out with a very thorough understanding of this one specific topic. That would be very fun. Like that'd be a fun thing to do. I don't know if that makes me a weirdo for thinking that would be fun, but that sounds awesome.
Do you still have to have a library card nowadays or no?
I think so, but I think they'll pay you to get one, to be honest. I don't know how many. Yeah, I don't know.
I used to have one, but I haven't in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, so we both had pie pretty early on. I don't have that many people under me. I'm under, like, I think at least I have like a group of people that I'm in. I don't think it's like I'm under all of them. I'm under Cole. I know that. But I minded for a long time. I kind of quit doing it because you just have to, like, it's an app. So to explain pie a little more, it's basically an app that you download and you click, like, every so often you have to authenticate that you are mining it. So it's not like bots can do it. I think that's the big thing about Pi, is that it's supposed to be like less bot mining and more like you have to be invited, you invite people, they join your circle. That's like your credibility group, if you will, to like confirm that all these people, like, these people, they know you. Everyone mining it is like a real person and stuff. And every 24 hours you have to click like mine Pi, and it like starts just slowly adding Pi to your account. I actually deleted the app. I haven't done it in a while, so I don't know.
I wondered why when I kept reminding you to mine, you never did.
See, I hate notifications, like on my phone and on everything. Like I dislike notifications too. Like, here's a little bit about me, everyone. We're saying we need to get a little bit more personal. I think notifications are like one of the things contributing to the death of society. So there's a hardcore take for you. Like, I think we have enough issues of looking at our phones and stuff, like, no matter what, even when it doesn't notify us, that we shouldn't let our phone tell us when we need to look at it. So I turn off all notifications on my phone. I don't have any app with notifications besides texts and calls. And Pi was bugging me, dude, because it was always notifying me. And I was like, this is just one more thing that's making me just a slave of my phone. So I got to delete it. And then I deleted it. Mainly that's also because, like, I personally don't know if it's ever going to turn into something lucrative. So I was like, I don't know. Yeah, what do you think?
I have no idea if it is either, honestly. I've tried to find out. Some people think it is. Some people think it isn't. It's literally just like an early stage crypto. People from Stanford invented it, if that gives it any credibility.
I don't know if it does or it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a ton about it. Like, it's gonna, if it does become a crypto at some point and it becomes to 1 cent or one, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'll have a decent amount of money because I have a decent amount of people under me. So I mine it. So, like, at this point, for probably, I don't know, 6 months, maybe more, or a year, I'll just keep doing it. And at that point, if it's not crypto by that point, I'll probably just say, screw it. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I respect
it's not like there's not any hot takes on Pi. It's just kind of boring.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of mixed in a hot take there on just phone stuff in general. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would call it a deep take. If you guys want more deep takes with Trey, let me know. I can try and drop in some of my own personal philosophies and stuff that I try to live by. So, really trying to be a holistic podcast here. We're talking crypto. We're talking politics with Elisabeth Warren. We're talking life, dude, the pursuit of happiness. So, and let's talk about one more thing before we got to go. Let's talk about our picks of the week. I don't actually know which of us won. But I got a good feeling, dude. So just lay it on me.
Yeah. So like I said, the Bitcoin was up big this week, but the altcoins were not. So like the major altcoins were not, but as Ethereum being like more tightly tied to Bitcoin, it actually didn't drop. It stayed pretty well. So I think you were down like maybe 1%, but Sushi Swap was down, I believe, 10%. So you did win this week.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's go.
It was a good week for you. Finally, I think it's 5-2.
Yep, and that was the start of a comeback. So yeah, congrats to me. But all right, so picks for this week. You got one? You got one hot and ready?
I mean, I literally just went on a long tangent. So how could I not pick Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I went on a long tangent about how it's ready to blow up and everything else is going to be behind. So it'd just be stupid for me not to pick it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm kind of bummed that you got first pick because I was going to pick Bitcoin after your long tangent. You got me amped, dude. I wanted to be right there with you. So you are going Bitcoin.
Yeah.
What are you locking
it
in?
actually just dropped a little, so I'm getting a decent price.
Dude. Hey, okay. I got a hot take for everybody. Jace is secretly a whale, and he literally just dumped so that it influenced the market. And then he came on the podcast. If you're watching the podcast, if you're listening to the podcast and you're just driving in your car or something, I feel bad. But if you're watching the podcast, Jace is rocking a freaking sleeveless shirt. Dude came on with a mission. He was like, I'm going to amp up Bitcoin. I'm going to get Trey all excited. Then I'm going to make sure I got first pick. I'm going to intimidate him with my guns out. The sun's not even out, dude. And you're just rocking them pipes like that. It's messed up. The rules are sun's out, guns out, dude. I don't see any sun around you. You're in a cave right now. Artificial lighting all over the place. All the sun's hitting my van, buddy.
Here's the little thing I've been thinking about. You ever thought about how if you're on the very west of the time zone, the sun stays up way later?
Is that true?
100% true. In Scott City, Kansas, where Wyatt Crop's from, the sun doesn't go down until 10 p.m. or later sometimes.
Oh, like within the same time zone we're in?
Yeah.
You're saying? Oh, okay, yeah. First time I ever realized that was one time I sent a snap to my friend Brendan Brenner in Ellis, like very west.
Yeah.
And he sent a snap back and it was like bright and it was dark here and it blew my mind. Like I was like, whoa, no idea that was happening. So that is actually pretty crazy.
I never thought about it, but like I love like how late the sun stays up in the summer. So that's something maybe if you're moving or something, maybe to take consideration, like move to the west side of the time zone you're in. Because like Fayetteville's, I mean, it's not that much more east of Columbus, but Fayetteville is more east. So like you're pushing like later half of the time zone.
Dang.
Which kind of stinks. So my point was, is it dark there right now?
It's like the sun is setting. There's probably a sunset, but it's not dark. Like there's still light coming in my window.
Yeah, like I bet we still got 20 minutes of sunlight here. So,
jeez,
yeah,
brag about it. Why don't you?
Okay, so what's your pick?
I
was just buying you time there because I knew you didn't have one.
Yeah, I didn't have one at all. I don't necessarily want to pick an altcoin. Like I don't feel super confident in any altcoins. Did you say Tether?
Yeah.
It can't lose. That's not a bad pick. It literally
the way our picks have been going, if someone just would have picked Tether the last 5 weeks, they would have won.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that, bro. That's just playing like I'm gonna pick the one that loses the least.
That's like betting $1 on The Price is Right because you think everyone else is gonna bust.
Man, that would have been a baller move. I feel like I can't do it now just because like you just brought it up. So it'd be weird if I am like, yep, I am going to go with Tether. But honestly, I think it might be
at that point, though, you're betting on Bitcoin going down. And you said I just amped you up.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to bet against it. But like the other problem is, dude, I got to make a loser pick. Then it's going to be boring.
What?
I'm just going to go with Ethereum again. Like it's tied to Bitcoin. Like if there's one that has a chance of like at least going up with it, like what do you think some altcoin's going to pop off for the first time in like 2 months?
Bitcoin Gold or something.
No.
Those are lame, but I mean, Litecoin's pretty attached to Bitcoin.
I don't want to do Litecoin. Me and Litecoin got beef. Not really. All right, I'm going to go.
ICP is bad. That was a bad pick.
Yeah, that was a really bad pick.
It's so bad. It's such a bad crypto.
Yeah, Insane Clown Posse's awesome, but Internet Computer Programmers or whatever that company was is not.
You should do wrapped Bitcoin.
Nah, dude.
I think they have the same price. No, actually, wrapped Bitcoin's higher.
I'm going back. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to actually probably one of the best coins on the market that we haven't talked about in a little while. I'm gonna go Cardano. How about that?
I like
just because like if all coins are gonna start breaking back through, it should be one of the ones that comes back. How about that? Like that comes back first. That leads the charge. Yeah,
Cardano and Ethereum will definitely be the first two. They're the two most. So like obviously we haven't talked about this much, but like 90% of altcoins won't make it through the bear market. Sadly, RIP.
RIP.
Yeah. So like you got to pick your altcoins wisely because like there's like I don't know 30,000 coins now. 90% of them won't make it through. Like it's gonna be a tough winter. They're not gonna make it through the bear market. So
we should actually We should probably
Well-
devote like a decent amount of time on a podcast to talk about that, because that'd be good for people to know. If they're just dumping a bunch of money in altcoins thinking like that it's going to be forever a good thing and they're actually going to just get wiped, then we should probably address that. So that's a good idea.
I just thought about that. So yeah, but Cardano and Ethereum are actually really good projects that have really good use case that are already being used by big companies. So they're probably going to hang around for a while.
Yep. So
I
I'm
got
going
you at $1.53.
There we go, baby. Let's get it. So the picks are in. Is there anything else you want to talk about real quick?
I hope the next time we talk, Bitcoin broke through 42,000. That's a big resistance point. And if we break through that, nothing but air till 48,000. So,
Let's
and then
go.
if we break the 48,000, we're going to all-time highs, I think. So,
Wow. And you did promise 95% chance that happens.
oh, also, I texted you on Friday or Thursday, and I said this weekend's going to get weird, and we broke 40,000. So,
Oh, that's what you were referring to?
I either thought it was gonna get to go to 30,000 or 40,000.
Oh, hey, I'm Jace. I got a hot take. The market's either going to go up or down.
Way up. Hey, look at the market. It's literally been going 35, 36, 33, 34.
It'll definitely either go up or down, dude. I can confirm. 100%
It hasn't hit
chance.
40,000 in so long.
100% chance Bitcoin will go up or down by the time we record the next podcast. I will confirm that. So, no, I'm just kidding.
100%.
You did tell me. You said you weren't going to say what it was, but you told me there was that it goes up or down. That's a 100% fact. It will. There's no way it's the exact same dollar.
But I mean, what if it ends up at right where it's at now?
It would have to be exact same dollar, and there's no way. Like I'm counting $1 change, 1 cent change as up or down.
It's not likely, but
It's a low chance. I wonder what the actual stats on that are. That would be pretty cool to see. But all right, dude, that's episode 8 of Average Joe's Cryptos. You know, it was a fun one. We covered a lot. I hope you guys learned a little bit. You know, maybe after you listen to this podcast, shut the phone off. You know, just go outside, enjoy nature a little bit. You know, and then return your phone back on. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter.
set up notifications for Average Joe's Crypto.
Yeah. Ring the bell to make sure you get notifications for only our podcast. Turn all other notifications off and only get notifications for our podcast. That would be awesome. So, and then while you're at it, dude, take 5 and smoke them if you got them. How about that?